Hey guys, so as I said before, I wanted to redo the meditation experiment but use a couple of different bits of equipment to try and validate any activity that I caught. So I took the idea and I took it a step further. I borrowed some cameras from a friend so that I could cover the other rooms in the house, as well as setting up the Kinect camera, the thermal camera, K2 meter, REM pod, EVP recorder. I mean, you name it, I put it out there because I just didn't want to miss anything while I was up here meditating. The idea of the experiment was to see if meditation can help bring in spirits for communication, as well as making you more susceptible to it and more open and receptive. I think the experiment as a whole was very successful. The activity definitely amped up more than it has usually, and it even took me by surprise a little bit. It wasn't immediate, it took about 30 minutes before the first things started to happen. Okay, so it feels like I've been here a little while now. My body's pretty relaxed, but I'm not hearing a great deal from around the house. I don't know if the Kinect or the thermal camera have caught anything. I've not actually opened my eyes yet. If there's anybody here that would like to come forward and speak to me, would you make your presence known? Can you make a little bit of noise? Maybe knock on something? That sounded like a knock. That's brilliant. Can you do that again for me, please? Just so that I know that was you and it wasn't something else. Sounds like something's kind of creaking. Hope the camera can pick it up, it's quite faint. Is Anna here with me today? I just felt a bit of a chill go up my spine. Anna, if that's you, I have a little recorder on the table behind me, next to the green light. If you could speak into that, I'd be able to hear your voice. Can you knock on something if you understand that? That's fantastic, thank you. Anna, can you tell me your last name? I've been doing a lot of research trying to find out who you are, Anna, and where you came from. Is the name Anna a nickname? Is it short for something? So after that first EVP, I felt physically cold, like the temperature in the room had dropped so much I could physically feel it on my skin. Like the feeling you get when you first step outside on a night and the cold air hits your skin and it kind of feels like you're going to get goosebumps. It felt like that, and I know that none of the windows were open because I checked them all before I began the experiment. I like to make sure that nothing contaminates what I'm capturing, no drafts or anything like that. So I know for a fact that none of them were open. As well as that, you can actually physically see it on the thermal camera. If you look at a clip from that point and then a clip earlier on, you can see quite clearly that the background is darker. I'd like to ask you again, I've asked this before, where is it you go when you're not here? Is there something that's stopping you from communicating clearly with me? Can you tell me where you were born? It's got really cold. Can you tell me where you used to live? You told me once that you were alone. Were you always alone? And I'd like to understand a little bit more about your current situation, if that's alright. Can you tell me what it's like where you are right now? Anna, do you see a light? A lot of people speak about the light as being the gateway to the afterlife. Have you ever seen this light? Who is knocking? Anna, is that you knocking? That one's loud. Hello? Hello? Who's just come into the room with me? would like to ask you a question, whoever it is that's just entered. I would like you to knock once for yes and twice for no. Can you knock now if you understand? Is this Anna that's just come into the room? Is this a spirit that's protecting me? It's kind of hard to explain, but after I heard that thumping sound, the atmosphere in the room sort of changed. Whatever had caused it definitely wasn't Anna, and it definitely wasn't the spirit protecting me. There was something sort of negative about it. You hear me ask if it is Anna or the spirit protecting me, but I kind of knew deep down that it wasn't. It was kind of more wishful thinking. I could tell just by the very feeling that something was off. Okay, are you a male spirit? Was it you who interrupted me and Anna speaking last time? Are you the one stopping Anna from moving forward? Are you still here? Are you harming Anna in some way? Look, whoever you are, you're not welcome here into this session. I would like you to leave my house now. This session's over. Any spirits that are still here and want to communicate, I'm sorry, we're going to have to try this again another time. The spirit that's just entered, I want you to leave my house right now. You are not welcome here. Is there somebody still here? Okay. Can the spirit that's protecting me, that's been protecting me, I'd like you to come and help me now, if that's okay. Something about this new spirit just doesn't feel right. I'd like you helping having him removed from this property, if that's all right. Okay, sorry guys, I'm gonna have to close this session. I'm not comfortable carrying on. I don't want to encourage things any further. You know, something just didn't feel right, and so something about this entity just left me feeling uneasy. Now, I didn't feel in any immediate danger. I didn't feel like I was going to get attacked or anything like that. It just didn't make me feel comfortable, and I'd rather be safe than sorry, and ask the spirit to leave. I even asked the spirit who's protecting me to help me make it leave, because obviously words weren't working on their own. I smudged the house just to be on the safe side. I spread salt, and I did the prayer as part of the ritual. And the atmosphere itself did actually improve. I did feel a little bit better after that, but it's kind of left me wondering like what I should do next. I'm going to probably hold off on new experiments and communications, at least for a couple of weeks, just to let the activity die down, because the more I experiment, the more communicating I do, the more the activity ramps up. So I'm going to let it die down, steady off a little bit before I continue. So don't worry, I do have a couple of bits I want to post and show you guys. So there will be videos, it's just not going to be brand new experiments. So let me know what you guys think. I always value your opinion, and as always, I'll post any and all activity as and when I get it.